The Ben Simmons saga is coming to a close. Now, every single time I look at Twitter or any social media, I see Ben Simmons dissing the Sixers and vice versa. I'm seeing Doc Rivers go on First Take and then say Ben Simmons can be a franchise point guard, a championship point guard for the Sixers after he just dissed them 3 months ago in the playoffs. I seen it all. Ben Simmons doesn't even want to contact the Sixers players. He's done, bruh. That man is done with the Sixers. You can't really trade Ben Simmons for 5 first-round picks and 2 superstar players and think everything gonna work out. Then when they decided that wasn't gonna work out, the Sixers backpedaled and said, well, we need Ben Simmons. He's a good player on our team. He's the stop. You cap. You fake now. So I get Ben Simmons' frustration. If I was in Ben Simmons' shoes, I'd do the same thing. Fuck y'all. I'm out of here. Trade me. So each day, Ben Simmons' value is going down and is decreasing rapidly. So I think a Sixer trade and the Warriors trade will be great for the Warriors. Obviously, I'm talking about Draymond Green. This has been looming over NBA Twitter, NBA Reddit, NBA Instagram for the past couple of weeks of a Draymond and Ben Simmons swap, plus a few things for the Sixers with first-round picks, young players, maybe Jordan Poole, stuff like that. I think this is a perfect trade for Ben Simmons himself. When you compare Draymond Green's skill set and Ben Simmons' skill set, they're very similar. Draymond Green's best attribute on offense is passing the ball to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. But Ben Simmons is also a great passer. His best attribute is also passing the ball to shooters and Joel Embiid. They know how to get their best players the ball. Now, one thing about Ben Simmons is he played with spacing. The thing about Ben Simmons was it wasn't the spacing that was messing him up. He was playing with shooters in the Sixers. Joel Embiid even shot more threes to accommodate for Ben Simmons. Now he's going to play with some super spacing with Steph Curry, with Klay Thompson, with... That's it. But that's all the spacing you need. They both, Draymond and Ben Simmons, they are both good on defense. Great on defense. Draymond has a better defensive IQ. That's where I think Draymond Green extends his level of play and his impact on the floor is his defensive IQ. Ben Simmons, I think, is a more of aggressive defender. I think he can guard ones. He guarded Trae Young in the playoffs. He got dropped off, but he guarded him a little bit. He can guard centers. He can guard power forwards, shooting guards, everybody. Also, Ben Simmons is great in transition as well, just like Draymond Green. Now, I think Ben Simmons is better in transition because he can score better, because he's a 6'10" freight train running at you. Draymond Green is 6'6", 235 running at you, and Draymond Green won't even make a layup. But yeah, and they both don't shoot threes. Now, we want to joke about Ben Simmons not shooting threes, but Draymond do the same shit. Draymond don't shoot threes either. And he does it even more embarrassingly. Like, I seen Draymond drive to the rim and then kick out to a guarded shooter because he wouldn't take a mid-range jumper, not even a floater. So at this point, I think Ben Simmons is a better talent to Draymond Green. I don't want y'all to even argue that. I don't think it's not even arguable. What's Draymond Green's stats? What's Ben Simmons' stats? I think what comes down to it is what do the Warriors want to do with Steph Curry's prime? As you know, Steph Curry had one of his best seasons, not if his best season ever as an NBA athlete last season. So it looks like he's not gonna really be on the decline anyway. Steph Curry in his prime. What do you do with superstar players when they're in their late 30s in their prime? You get players around them so they can win before they go out. LeBron done it. LeBron switched teams. That's what LeBron do. I'm gonna go to a team with good players and then win a ring. I ain't liking your hustle, King. You know what I'm saying? Kobe. They tried to do it late with Dwight Howard, Steve Nash. This is a common thing in NBA basketball. So with Steph Curry, what are we gonna do to accommodate his prime? Let's look at the roster for 1 second. You got Klay Thompson coming off Achilles tear and an ACL. Now, I know y'all love Klay Thompson. I love Klay Thompson. I think he's gonna be a player when he comes back. Now, Achilles injury, worst injury in sports. ACL tear, top 5 worst injury in sports. Both of these things have you out for a combined of a year. So you have 2 of them. You're not gonna be the same Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson is a career 20 points per game scorer at his prime. I don't expect Klay Thompson to average 20 points per game ever again. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I don't expect Klay Thompson to guard great offensive players ever again. coming off an Achilles injury and an ACL. I don't expect it. I think KD made everybody think that you can just come off of Achilles injury and be good. No, KD is one of one. Well, one of two. Dominique Wilkins is the only other player, superstar player, that I've seen come back from Achilles tear better. But every other player, no. And I know we said, well, Klay doesn't have the ball in his hands. Klay doesn't dribble. Klay doesn't use his speed. Well, Klay be running around them damn screens. You need a knee for that. You need an Achilles for that. Klay doesn't have that, bro. I don't think he's gonna have the same explosiveness to even do that. And one of the reasons why the Warriors really worked is because Draymond and Klay really locked up their man, and Steph Curry could really guard the worst offensive player on the team. Klay Thompson is not gonna really be guarding the best offensive player. Draymond Green, as good as he is on defense, is getting older, bro. I'm not trusting Draymond Green to guard Anthony Davis. I'm not trusting Draymond Green to guard Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm not trusting Klay Thompson to guard Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard, Luka Doncic. I'm not. And we got Andrew Wiggins, who is supposed to fill in the void of that Harrison Barnes, Klay Thompson, I'm going to guard the best player on offense type of thing, which he did last year. He did a decent job. I'll say a good job he did. But Andrew Wiggins on that bullshit. Andrew Wiggins filed for a religious exemption to not take the vaccine. Oh, hell no. Meaning, if he doesn't take the vaccine, he misses $350K every away game, I think, or home game, I forgot. But basically, he's only going to play half the season unless he gets the vaccine. And I don't want this type of person that I want to trust guarding the NBA superstars. This man on all bullshit. Then we got James Wiseman. James Wiseman, first season was a struggle. I barely even watched him play, even though I really watched a lot of Warriors games because he didn't really make an impact. He's not really a good shot blocker. He's a decent roller to the rim. He's athletic, but he doesn't really know how to use his athleticism. He has small hands, so he can't really catch the passes from Draymond and Steph. And he's a struggling three-point shooter. Now, he will take some threes, but he will not space the floor. It's a difference. Now, I know everybody wants to run it back with the old big three, but all good things come to an end. So I ask you this question again. What do the Warriors want to do? Joe Lacob, I don't know your name. What do you want to do with Steph Curry's prime? Because Steph Curry's the only player that I just said who didn't fall off. Now, Ben Simmons covers a lot of holes. Now, if you trade Andrew Wiggins with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole in the first round pick, Steph, Klay, Ben Simmons, James Wiseman, and a lot of other pieces. Now, I think that's a better team than running the back with the old big three and Jordan Poole, who makes a jump. I think he's going to make a jump. And who else is on the roster? I can't even name nobody. The rookies they have. Moses Moody. And then you have Jonathan Kuminga, come bucket, pause. I think they were going to play a lot of minutes. I think they can guard positions. I think Moses Moody might, you know what I'm saying, have some offense in his arsenal, hopefully. But you really can't bank on rookies playing valuable minutes on a playoff team. So I don't think with the roster the Warriors have now, I don't think you can put them over the Lakers, the Nuggets, Suns, or the Utah Jazz. So I think Ben Simmons and a Draymond swap would be great. Hey, you're getting younger. He's a better player, period. Now, I know Draymond has the chemistry with Steph Curry with them off-ball screens, but Steph will adapt. Ben Simmons will adapt. That's what they get paid to do, to adapt. Does Philly like this trade? No. Now, I don't know what players would Philly even want for this trade. Andrew Wiggins, I guess he doesn't really space the floor for Joel Embiid. He's not really a playmaker that they need. He's not really a shot creator that they need. So I don't really see the benefit of that. Draymond, I guess I don't see it. I see this trade for the Warriors. So Warriors fans, I hope y'all know I like this trade. Philly fans, y'all probably hate this trade, but you did it to yourself. Trying to trade Ben Simmons for 4 first-round picks and the player. It's not gonna work. But yeah, that'd be it for this video, bro. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. I'm out, man.